Well, welcome everyone to 1.9. My name is Leaf, and it's so great to have you guys here. Good morning to all my early risers who are so excited to get started with the Wetlands DLC and 1.9 for Planet Zoo. Today, we have one big video showcasing everything because I'm way too lazy to make separate videos out of all of these. But we have a lot of awesome jazz to get into today, so we're just gonna get started. You can already tell we're on our new mod showcase map, but you know what? No, this is a DLC showcase, guys. Let's not be mistaken. It's still a work in progress, so do keep that in mind. But we're gonna get started with our animals first of all. So we have a lot of awesome, beautiful animals and some beautiful enrichment and some beautiful interactions that we got to get looking at today. So we're gonna start off with our Asian wild water buffalo. These guys are friggin' beautiful. We're actually gonna look at one that's relatively clean. So keep in mind, this guy is from Asia. These guys are the wild versions of the domesticated water buffalo. These guys are incredibly beautiful, and they turned out so well. These guys have beautiful, beautiful large horns, kind of like a U shape, and Frontier absolutely nailed it, not only with that, but all the color variations on the fur as well. These guys look insane. I do notice that they have a little bit of issues with the neck over there, and I did already report that to our friends over there at Frontier. Hopefully we get that fixed out for you guys for the day one patch, but these guys are incredible beasts. I really do love just how well these guys came out, and I can already tell that we are going to have so many beautiful habitats for these guys. I even have these guys in Foxborough Zoo, so I can't wait to throw these guys in there. But what I know a lot of us really care about are the babies. These guys are so adorable, and we could just tell how beautiful these guys came out. One of my favorite things about bovines is how cute and fuzzy that the babies do look, and these guys look incredible at that. Their fur, if you guys can look very closely, it's very unique in the fact that it kind of has this very, very thin and kind of like blackish kind of texture, and it looks incredible, except when they do that. That looks kind of funny. But these guys are incredibly beautiful and incredibly adorable. So in case if you guys do want to start making little petting zoos, we finally have a worthwhile bovine to add to that. We're going to take one last look at the baby. In fact, she's getting moved to another habitat. We can take a look at another baby. And we just move her right there. Actually, no, they keep on getting moved outside of the habitat. I have a habitat out there in case if you guys don't know. But look at her. She's adorable. Oh my gosh. But we have a lot of other awesome animals to cover today, like the platypus. I know so many of you guys really wanted to see this guy. And they even have the new small burrows. This is our first 1.9 feature that I'm showing off. And look at these guys. It's essentially the same thing as our normal burrows that we had before, but they're a lot more smaller. Not on the inside, but on the top they are. But these guys are incredibly adorable, and I really do love them. Frontier absolutely nailed it with them, and they swim so well. We're going to actually take a quick little look at this guy. I think this guy is stuck right now, so we're going to try and move him out of there. So he'll move right out of there right now, but we could see this guy starting to swim right here, and they work incredibly well. I'm so happy that Frontier was able to, like, do completely new animations for the platypus, because I know so many of us were worried about that, and them reusing, like, otter animations or something like that. But the way that these guys move their fins is incredible, and I'm so happy to see that Frontier is still not afraid to take all of, like, you know, all of the, all holds barred, or whatever that means, when it comes to these guys. They work incredibly well. There is a current glitch where the burrow is able to be placed underwater, but I also did report that as well. But these guys work incredibly well, as well as the babies. I know so many of us really do care about the babies. I'm going to move this guy right here so we could actually see him in a much better light. And look at him. He's so tiny. And here he is compared to the mommy over here, or the daddy, I don't really know. But these guys are incredibly beautiful and incredibly adorable. We could see them right there. So I love the platypus so much. They have this cute little waddle, and look at how his butt moves. That's so cute. But yeah, Frontier nailed it with those guys. There was a new enrichment item in there. This is the submarine buoy. This guy is incredibly awesome because they do have this kind of like very unique physics. So they kind of like plop on the ground right there, but if you put them in the water, they'll always rise to the top, and whatever aquatic animal you have will interact with this guy and try and like bop him around. But moving on through here, I have a couple other habitats that were just too small for our friends in there, so we'll check those guys out in a little bit. But now here we have the Nilelechway. This guy was a mystery to me. I was so puzzled about how these guys were going to turn out, and I can say I am absolutely blown away with how beautiful they are. If you even just take a look at their beard, it's incredible how well Frontier was able to nail that, and all the different shadings and colorations that are going on with these guys. It's incredible to see just the care and dedication Frontier was able to put into these guys. Especially their horns, they look incredible. Look at them. That's a beautiful rack if I've ever seen one. They do like to spend a lot of their time in the water, so definitely do keep that in mind when you're building habitats for them. They always do love that. Here's the mama right here. Again, the mama has a beard, no shame over here. But they look incredibly beautiful. Even like, you know, the sandy kind of gray kind of coloration that they have going on, I still think it looks incredible to begin with. And I'm so happy, like, even after all is said and done with these guys, I'm so happy that Frontier was able to bring some recognition to this species, because lechways are incredible animals. They're very much unique from other gazelles and other hoofstock. That's just really awesome to get these guys. And of course, the baby. Look at the little baby. I love their fur going on right here, because it looks, I don't know, they just look wet all the time, and I think that's really fun to see. These guys are incredibly beautiful and incredibly adorable, and I will protect them with my entire life. Now moving on through here, we're actually going to skip out on the birds just for a little bit. We're going to check out the exhibit boxes. Now, this recently came in a new update. In fact, I think I will show off what's happening with these guys over here as well. With another creature, maybe we could pop in exhibit trading and check out, I don't know, let's just say, for example, the bullfrog. Plop that guy in there, and we can already see another feature from 1.9. In the customization tab, you do have the different colors that you're able to do. You can change the transparency, and you can change the colors. So let's just say, for example, you want a bright red tank for some reason. You want your bullfrogs to swim around in some Kool-Aid or something. There you go. But, you know, it still doesn't fix the problem where it takes forever to find the animals. I know. But look at that man right there. He seems very happy with his exhibit. But you know what? I know so many of you guys are so excited to see this beautiful little creature. This is the Danube-crested newt. And I gotta say, always impressed with the latest exhibit animals from Frontier. They work incredibly well, and this guy has some of the coolest animations yet. And I love how they climb around and stuff. I was so fortunate to see newts just yesterday. And I gotta say, I'm so happy Frontier is taking some attention to these guys, because they're so freaking cute. Look at him go. Oh my gosh, I love that. And the way that they swim around is so adorable. That's great. And they also have your enrichment as well. When you do add that all to the tank, they have, like, you know, your classic logs. You also have, like, your leaf litter at the bottom of the pool. That's very popular in aquariums. And you also have some leaf litter up top as well, so that in case if they do come up on land, which this guy is coming up right here, you know, it's all good. It's all good over there. Now, moving on through here, we have one that many of us found very controversial, but I am here to say that these guys are incredible. I'm leaving the sound on for these guys just because they sound incredible, but also quite annoying after quite some time. But yeah, these guys are the red-crowned crane, and I'm actually going to adopt some more of these so you could actually see them use their enrichment, because after a while they tend to not really use the enrichment. I think it's because they're hungry and my keepers really aren't doing anything, so hopefully we can see them do the enrichment item animations in just a little bit. But you could, oh, there you go. You could already see them starting to do that right there. I apologize, guys. We'll have that happening in just a little bit. But these guys are incredible. Let me actually zoom in on them, because they look so beautiful at that. All the detail that went into these guys, from like the wings to the beak to the head, it's so beautiful. And already, I can guarantee you guys, the mods that are going to come out of this are going to be great. I know not everyone likes the mods, but it's still really awesome to have. And here you can see the animations come into play with like the flapping. That's really awesome right there. And we also have babies as well. I know a lot of us were kind of worried that the baby would be very dark, but no, it's a very light baby, and it looks exactly like how they look in real life. So that's all really awesome right there. Unfortunately, they do that flamingo pose right there for when they rest. I'm not sure if they actually do that. I don't think I've ever seen them do that before in, like, Roger Williams. They tend to just, like, sit on the ground, which is, you know, something unique that they do. But hey, I'm not really going to complain. It's very awesome to see these guys. And it's so awesome to have them do all these cool dances and stuff. It's very awesome. But yeah, that's the red crown crane. I gotta say, that guy's my favorite of the pack. In fact, I think we're going to do a second one of these for our animals. So pardon me just for 1 second. We're taking a little bit of a detour and just doing that. Next on our list, we have the spectacled Cayman. Nothing too crazy over here, but he does look beautiful. I love the coloration on this guy. The spectacled Cayman, as you guys probably know, is a Cayman species found from South America. These guys are called so because I don't really know, probably because they have a bunch of speckles going on. But yeah, these guys are wicked cool. Obviously, they're based on the alligator rig, which is really cool. So unfortunately, we don't really get too many new animations out of them, but they're still relatively awesome creatures nonetheless. And you also have some really cute babies with them. Look at them. I love their bright, expressive eyes. They're just absolutely adorable to me. I really do like these guys. I'm already building for these guys in Boggy Bottom Zoo, and I can't wait to show you guys that little habitat right there. You can also see them swimming right here. Very awesome stuff right there. I don't know. I just really do like them. And yeah, we have a bunch of them in this habitat right here. Yeah, there they go. Nothing too crazy. Just another Cayman species. Now, moving on through here. We also have everyone's favorite little rodent. We have the capybara. Okay, before we even look at the adult, can we talk about the baby? Can we talk about this little potato? I love him. I want to wrap him up in foil and bake him with some butter. He is so freaking cute. But look at him run, yeah. So the capybara, as you guys probably know, is a really unique animal. And guess what? This is something we were not expecting whatsoever. They deep dive. I was saying before, I don't care if they deep dive or not because it's not really something that you would see in a zoo, but I am so happy that they do that. It's so cool. Unfortunately, deep diving is kind of bugged, so you can kind of see that they kind of get flipped over and kind of do the bear thing. That's a very oftentimes problem that we have with the bears, but unfortunately, it's something that Frontier will just have to fix relatively soon. We're just going to box and unbox them right now. But yeah, these guys are incredible. And you can tell that the males have the little scent gland that I keep on talking about over there. They use that to brush it against like trees and stuff to mark their territory, which is a very unique behavior to capybaras and other rodents kind of like that. And the females don't really have that bump. So you can see it right there. Or rather, you cannot see it. But yeah, these guys are incredible. And I'm so happy that they came out this way. But yeah, that's about it for the capybara, looking spectacular as always. And yeah, and they also have a bunch of unique enrichment items as well. Look at this guy right here. I'm sorry, I need to get a little bit of a screenshot of this man. Just taking a little bit of a soak. He is looking pretty dapper right there. This is, of course, the hot spring enrichment item. Not really the hot spring, but the hot tap item, I think it really is called. But he's looking mighty cute right now. Don't mind me just grabbing the thumbnail. You guys may find this as a little bit of a behind the scenes kind of thing. But yeah, these guys are looking adorable when they do that. It's very cute. And I have them already kind of like having these in Boggy Bottom. And yeah, it's just really nice. The macaques also do this as well. So I think I'm actually going to grab a few. And yeah, we'll actually look at them use that enrichment item in just a little bit. I'm just going to grab a bunch of these guys for the time being. And then we could actually check them interacting with that. Something else that capybaras and Japanese macaques also have that is unique to 1.9 is the fact that they will go and sit in hot water. So this item, the temperature regulator for the water things, if we just pop one of these right here and just do that. And we actually go over here and change it to, let's just say 45 degrees. We could actually see the water get warmer. And with that being said, we could also change out the water for something as well. We could have it be very transparent. We could have all the bubbles in the world, which is probably one of my favorite things. And you can also add mist as well to give that hot springs effect. That's going to be very interesting to see come into play. But yeah, there you go with all the capybaras. And we also have the Asian smallclawed otters. These guys surprise me. They are so freaking cute, and they're probably one of my favorites. Second to the red crown crane, of course. These guys are so freaking cute, and the vocalizations that they make are incredible. They are chirpy, they're squeaky, and I love them for that. They also deep dive as well, as you guys could probably guess. It would be kind of weird if they didn't. But they do have very unique animations to the otter. Well, the giant otter at that. And they work incredibly well. I really do love these guys. And look at them. He just interacted with the submarine buoy right there. That's a really awesome behavior right there. But yeah, these guys are as cute. But you know what's even cuter than that? The babies of these guys. So don't mind me while I go and try and find one. Because I don't think I know where one is. There's young adult, which is very interesting. Yeah, so apparently there's more growth stages. That's kind of cool. Gonna have to check that out in the files later down the line. But, yeah, these guys are so freaking cute. Look at them go. I don't know. I really do love these guys. They're so freaking cute. And I can't wait for you guys to start building for them. Because while I do love the giant otters more, listen, I'm a giant otter fanboy through and through. It's just really awesome to get Asian smallclawed for your smaller exhibits and whatnot. I feel like that's an extremely important thing to have. And it's just really great. It's just amazing to have. But yeah, here's a juvenile right here looking absolutely adorable. Look at him sleeping. We're just going to wake him up really quickly. Don't mind me. And look at him. Oh my gosh, look at that cute little face. I really do love these guys. And look at their, oh my god, look at their little nose. I'm in love, guys. These guys are so cute. But yeah, that's about it for all of our animals. Hopefully, we can actually get a bunch more of these guys going so we could actually see the macaques start to use them. I would love to have them use that by the time that this video ends. But, where even are our macaques? I know, I'm very professional here. But you know what? You guys don't come here for professionalism. You guys come here for good old leafy goodness. Yeah, they're in the wrong habitat. We're just going to move them over there. But, while that's all being said, we gotta check out the new scenery as well. This is incredible. I gotta say, we were not expecting this from the screenshots or anything like that. But this is all really great to see. So as you guys can probably tell, we have some new foliage items. We have the bald cypress tree, which is a wetlands tree, which is found in North America. It's a very much a fan favorite. We had them in Zoo Tycoon, and they even come with their little breathing roots, otherwise known as knees. It's just really awesome, and you guys can do some really cool stuff with these. And I think you guys can even do some cool habitats as well, and find some very unique items, well, unique uses for these. I can already see so many people using these as stalactites and stalactites and stalagmites. I don't even know what they're called anymore, but that's all really awesome right there. They come with a bunch of different variations, but what I think is a lot more versatile is this guy right here, the water tulpio. These guys are incredible as well. I have this one upside down just because I always like to flip the trees upside down for some reason. I think that's a really cool thing to have. But this is the water tulpio right here. I'm trying to figure out where they're from. North America. That's really cool. But these guys are really awesome. Not only for the fact that they're perfect for swamps, but they're just good decorative trees. Look at this. They're like the perfect, like, you know, like mid-ground height. That's perfect for like your forested zoos and stuff like that. So I think these guys are going to be a big fan favorite amongst the foliage fans going forward. And even just looking at this guy, he very much reminds me of the acacia tree. So if we get out our fever tree, we could actually see how these guys kind of turned out. And they look pretty much the same, except obviously like some, you know, liberties are taken into account. But they work pretty much well for the same purpose. And they're very versatile at that, so in case if you guys want taller ones, you have the option for that as well. But that's all very awesome. We're going to do our little bit of a tier list in just a little bit. But we also have a bunch more items. Obviously, the reward statue is our capybara. These guys are so freaking cute, and I'm so happy that they have statues as well. I'm going to make good use out of those, but we also have a bunch of different signs. These are the capybara signs. They are finally out there in the open. Everyone knows about them now. I can finally talk with these guys without shame, so that's great. And the Asian smallclawed otter one is very adorable as well. He has a nice little something in his hands. Let's give him something. Yeah, let's give him a little capybara in his hands. Maybe he finds it just as cute as we do. There you go. It's his little toy. We also have a couple for the Danube-crested newt. These guys are looking mighty cute. I love this guy's little expressive face. He looks like he just told a really funny joke. We also have these items right here, which I think are going to be super useful. Even for small exhibits, I could already see you guys using these just as exhibit props. And it's like butterfly gardens and stuff like that, because I could definitely see you guys going kind of like that. And flipping this guy right around, rotating him a little bit, and kind of just putting him like that. So you guys can honestly, we have our butterfly props now. And you could do like butterfly gardens and stuff like that. That's awesome. I think it might even work a lot better for this guy right here. So if we just take that and we rotate it a little bit, and we rotate it a little bit more, we could honestly see our first butterfly props in the game. Granted, they don't really move all that well, but I still think that's really good for you builders out there. That's going to be really awesome to see how that comes in play. And of course, some very adorable snails. I love that. I don't know how they fit into the Wetlands pack, but that's really cute right there. But of course, we have the Nilelechway. He kind of looks like an ibex right there. I don't know why they gave it the goat eyes. Do they even have goat eyes? Hold on. I gotta test this theory out. Do they even have goat eyes? I gotta I guess they kind of do. Huh, that's odd. Alright, well, that's cool. You'll learn something new every single day. The platypus signs are adorable as well. The red-crowned crane is relatively simple, but we already had a bunch. So if we look up East Asia, we can honestly go in here and try and find those panels. There was a specific panel that I am thinking of somewhere around here that I simply cannot find anymore. I've literally just been using it. But yeah, they already had items in the game, so that's why I find kind of funny. But yeah, now we actually have 3 red crown crane items. And of course the spectacled Cayman, I really do love these poses. And the wild water buffalo, looking nice. We also have the small burrow, which is very nice and very versatile. So if we look at the regular burrow over here, don't mind me, just typing it in. We can see that it's much smaller than the normal one. It honestly reminds me of Zoo Tycoon 2. No, Zoo Tycoon 1, and I love it for that. As I said before, we also do have those hot spring items. Unfortunately, the metal bars are not flexi color, which is a little bit of a shame, but I'll forgive them for that because the animations that they have are adorable. We also have some much simpler underwater feeders, which I know the other ones are quite big and quite obtrusive. This works a lot better, so that's really awesome to see. We also have a new water jet rock, which follows your faux rock coloration, so you can honestly do all that jazz. And let's just say you want it to have, like, you know, a little bit of green, and you want it to have a little bit of red as an accent color. You can have that going on right there. But yeah, that's about it for our new props. So I think we're finally entering the tier list section of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching up until now. Now we're going to get tearing into all this jazz. So we're going to start off with the animals first. This is going to be very much my very own opinion, and please don't be offended if you think I place something lower than where it should be or something higher than where it should be. But we're going to get started right away with the Asian smallclawed otter. Obviously, an A tier animal. I think it's amazing, and the animations and everything that went into it are incredible. I really do love those guys. Capybara, I'm going to say that's S tier right there because it exceeded my expectations. If something exceeds my expectations, S stands for exceeds. Trust me, there's an S in there somewhere. But yeah, the capybara with the deep diving, I was not expecting that whatsoever. So I'm very happy that we did get that. Danube-crested newt, it's simply an exhibit animal. You guys know how I feel about them. They're not really my favorite. I still appreciate all the work that went into this guy, but in terms of usability, I'm going to throw this guy at a C. I always do appreciate getting more unique animals, but I'm not even going to try and defend the new over there. I love my habitat animals, you guys. Moving on through here, though, the Nilelechway. Very simple hoofstock animal. Looks beautiful. I can't really say that much about it other than that. He's got a solid B tier right there. Platypus, again, usability. I build realistically. I know that some of you guys don't really do that out there for your own builds. But just because we could have gotten a much more usable item, not item, but animal out of this pack, I'm going to throw him at B tier. I still love all the work that went into these guys, and they're so incredibly adorable. But they're just going to sit at B tier for me right there. Moving on through here, red crown crane. Obviously an S tier animal. It's incredible. The animations are on point. The model is beautiful. The texture is beautiful. Everything that went into those guys has not left me sad whatsoever. So that's great right there. Spectacled Cayman, again, I can't really defend this guy all that much. Again, I would have preferred the Nile crocodile, but that's just me saying that. Really beautiful animal though, nonetheless. Gonna throw him at solid B tier. And of course, last but not least, water buffalo, again, B tier, nothing too crazy. In fact, I think I'm going to move platypus to lower B tier and move these guys up just a smidge. And yeah, that's about my animal rankings right there. Can't really say much about it. If you guys like getting more animals, I can definitely recommend you guys get this back. But we're moving on to our scenery now. So we're going to just get right into this right away. I'm going to go ahead and say that the decal butterflies and the decal snails are already S tier props. These guys are not only useful for decorating and theming, but guess what? They're also usable as their own animals as well. So in case if you guys do have like a snail exhibit, let's just say you want to make a custom one, these guys are perfect for you for that. Because listen, you guys know how much I love that land snail. I don't like how big this thing is. No flexi-color water can ever fix this thing. But that's just how I feel on that. Of course, you guys have your own opinions. You're entitled to all of your own opinions. All that being said, though, Capybara statue, that's an automatic S tier right there. I love that crap so much. And of course, animal signs. I'm just going to throw these guys right here. The Capybara babies were a welcome surprise right there. But essentially, all of these are pretty useful. Not S tier in my opinion. I love getting different variations of signs. And if we had different art styles, that'd be pretty good as well. But yeah, I can't really be too impressed with like animal signage all that much anymore. I love the art direction. Like the art director who was able to capture this beautiful art style. You did an incredible job. Like, it's incredible. I would buy these as stickers. Okay, listen, Frontier, before I move on to the next props, Frontier, if you're listening, please open up a Redbubble or something. Open up a sticker stand. Because I would buy these as stickers 100%. Please. I am more than happy to do that. But that's all I have right there. We're going to check out the rest of our jazz over here. Now, unfortunately, the foliage options don't really come up there. But if we type in aquatic, we can find all these guys in a snitch. So, we're going to start off with the bald cypress. These guys are incredibly beautiful. I really do like them, but not as much as I love the topio trees. I'm going to have this guy kind of like sitting over here, off to the side, because that's just kind of how I feel about it. But the knees, these guys have more functions than what they seem to be. Again, they could be stalactites or stalagmites, and they have a bunch of different options with them right there. And you can even turn them upside down and do some different things with that. Maybe you want to have like a, maybe you want to have, I don't know what this could be used for. Maybe like, one of those Skyrim bandit camps or something like that. That could be pretty cool right there. But that's about that. What I really do love, though, are the topio trees. I cannot stress this enough. These are exactly what we're looking for, Frontier. Make them taller than what they should be. That's what I'm saying. Make them very tall and make them usable for lower making trees and stuff like that. You guys know what I mean. That makes them a S tier tree right there. That's incredible to see, and I want to see a lot more of that stuff over there, Frontier. Always amazed by that. Now, we must move on to our habitat items. This is going to kind of mess up that whole tier list that I have going on right here. Let me just lower it a little bit, and there we go. Alright, I kind of placed that guy down preemptively. Burrows. I don't really think they're the most useful things in the world. I think they're very cute. They're very cute in premise, but not really in action. I love to have like custom burrows and like custom backstage, and burrows kind of defeat that. Burrows really aren't something you would have in a real life exhibit. They don't really go that deep in real life because keepers do need to access these areas. I think it's very adorable for like a realism and like, you know, doing wildlife parks, but that's nothing really that I would typically use. I do use them in my new zoo just because, but I'm just going to keep them at B tier because I know some people do find them very entertaining. But if I do look up wetlands, I'm going to throw the submarine buoy right here as well. It's very cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a very cool item, but it's not really that versatile. I would have loved to have just seen a normal buoy. Like, that's all I would have asked for, just like a normal buoy. But what I will say, though, is an S tier prop are these. Not only for the animations that we get out of them, which I think is absolutely amazing. By the way, have our macaques started to use them yet? Oh, yeah, they have. Okay, okay. I gotta see this. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. He looks so cute. He looks so happy. All right, that's really awesome right there. So the macaques actually can use that. But yeah, that's a really awesome prop. Not only for like, you know, making, you know, exhibits a lot more versatile, but East Asia. And if we find the piece that I am looking for, you could do like little fountains and stuff like that. And I think that's so cute right there. So that's what makes that a very versatile item right there. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else we have that is new in here. I think we have the new aquatic feeders. Very nice, very versatile. I'm going to throw these guys right here as well. Obviously, I'm not really the biggest challenge or franchise mode player, but I know a lot of you guys over there will appreciate that a lot. And I'm trying to see what else. We have that water jet right there. And you know what? The water jet works exceptionally well. That I'm just going to throw that guy over here in A tier. In A tier. There you go. But that's about it for my tier list. Oh my gosh, no C tier props. That's actually pretty cool. But that's about that I have over there. Trying to think of what else I can cover. Again, like, you know, we also have this new tool over here. We have the flatten to terrace tool, which I think is pretty cool. You can change the depth of it. So let's just say you want to like automatically have a pool that's like 10 meters deep. You can do that right there. And it's really awesome for like navigating. I'm trying to think over here. Like other animals that have very specific diving requirements. You can do all that from the comfort of, you know, this little tool right here. So that's all really awesome stuff. And we also have the new Tegid Cam, which is the Explore mode. Unfortunately, we lost Tegid Cam. We're not able to change the keeper's name anymore. So that is quite a little bit of a shame. But what can you do? This is really cool. You get to stand up taller, so you could actually be taller than Stacy over here. Or you could be shorter than Stacy. This is actually my real life height, believe it or not. But that's about it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick overview of 1.9 and the DLC. Hope you guys enjoyed everything in here. Let me know what you guys have to say about these animals. Let me know what you guys have to say about all these enrichment items, all the scenery items. And you know what? We're going to end it right there. We're going to look at all of our friends over here, and we'll end it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the Wetlands DLC. In case if you guys are, I highly suggest you guys subscribe to me. I'm hoping to have a giveaway for the Wetlands DLC relatively soon. That will happen for our Capybara speed build in a couple of days, so stay subscribed and stay tuned for that one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys all in the next video. Take care, and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.